Hey guys, welcome to the special edition of the Talent Recap Show. We live stream every Tuesday night to talk to you and the contestants from AGT so you can get to know them beyond the show. So be sure to tune in on Tuesday nights. This week, my co-host Samantha and I got to sit down with AGT star Dustin Tavella. Check this out.
You guys, we have to bring on the talented magician slash mentalist, Dustin Tavella.
Dustin, what's up, man?
Beautiful build-up.
Well, didn't you also predict him to be one of the winners?
I did predict you to be in the top 3 this season. I think that your audition was just one that really stood out to all of us. I mean, if you make Billy cry, then there's something special.
So I gotta tell you, I adopted my son.
Oh, nice.
So I get all the stories you were telling, the adoption day, all that stuff. So I was done.
Yeah, wow, that is awesome, man. Super cool. I love that, dude.
So what was that like for you to be able to not just obviously do magic, but to incorporate your story, his story in that?
Yeah, it was amazing. I actually just recently got back into magic. I had when I was young, like I did it all the time, and I would like perform as a clown at like grocery stores and stuff. Super random when I was like 10. And then I got to the age where dressing up like a clown wasn't cool. And so I was like, all right, I should stop. Never thinking I could do magic not dressing up like a clown. So anyway, so to like recently get back into this thing and to find myself on stage in America's Got Talent and to be talking about, one of the most meaningful days of my life, it felt like a dream, First of all, I'm doing something that I loved as a kid, feeling like a child on the stage. And yeah, I think just getting to like tell this story, to be there with my wife and son was just absolutely incredible.
I love that you talked about your son's adoptive mother.
Yes.
I thought that was the most heartwarming part of it for me. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that, and they also don't have the courage to talk about it on television.
Yeah.
So that was really like props to you, honestly, for the entire routine.
I think adoption is like, it's just such a beautiful thing. And I think that it has such a negative connotation sometimes. And for us, it's like, this was not just like one person. This was me and my wife and, their birth mother and some other people in her life, some people in our lives, all coming together and just thinking, like, what is the best possible solution for Xander, So for any one person to get credit, it doesn't make sense. And for the mother to not get credit for making the hardest decision she'll ever make, I just think it's just so necessary, and she's still somebody that's a part of our lives, and so that's a huge heart of ours. We just kind of want to change the narrative on adoption because it's something so beautiful, and we don't want Xander growing up thinking it's something negative. We want him to know that this was actually a good thing for him.
I think it's beautiful when you adopt because you're choosing to be with that child.
Yeah, it's cool. And actually one little wild piece of information. So, I'd perform on America's Got Talent, fly home, the whole thing just felt like a dream. And as we're processing this, it was like a few weeks later, we get a phone call. So Xander actually has an older brother that was in the system for a while. He's been passed around a bunch, and we got a phone call asking if we would be willing to unite the brothers. And that was something that we had been wanting, hoping for and praying for a long time. And so literally just 2 weeks ago, his older brother got here. And so we've been hanging out with him, and it was like, seriously, the timing of this, I was like, it felt so instant, but to us it was so beautiful because again, these are like 2 siblings, that are living 2 completely separate lives, and we've always just wanted to see them come together. So for this to happen is like, I think people are gonna think I'm making this up.
If you win $1 million, what are you doing with it?
Man, that's a really good question. My wife and I have so many dreams and so many things that we want to do to help people, to help other kids. One of the first things we love to do is just get a huge house where we could adopt more kids, man, and just like fill it up with kids who need rescuing. We have a heart for the homeless. We have a heart to like disciple and mentor youth, and so it's one of those things I've thought a lot about, and I think that's probably why I don't have an answer, because I've thought about it too much. So I have like a million things I want to do.
That's incredible.
I gotta ask, I see you dabble in music a little bit. So how did you decide that you were gonna go with magic for America's Got Talent?
Yeah. So so music was like a huge part of my life for a long time. I was a full-time artist in Los Angeles. As an artist myself, also producing and doing things for, movies and television and stuff like that. I don't know. I think for me, the music industry kind of just got so oversaturated, and with social media, um, I just started to feel more and more disconnected from my audience, and and especially because sometimes the style of music I was doing, I'd show up and play a song, and I like engaging with people and telling stories, and you start talking about what a song's about, and people are like, "Dude, just play the song," right? So I met this guy who was a magician, and I was hanging out with him one day, and he just started doing stuff, and all of a sudden there's this huge crowd around him, and it was like people all different ages, all different skin colors, like all different backgrounds, just all these people in one spot, and I'm like, dude, what just happened? You just put out a deck of cards on a street corner, and like it just brought the most unity I've seen in years. And so it just really caught my attention, man. And I just kind of decided that's what I wanted to start doing, and I, fell in love with it all over again. And so I think that was my big reason for doing that on America's Got Talent is I see the power that magic has to be able to tell stories, to bring people together. It's so not demographic specific. And to be able to go into a kindergarten class or an old age home and everywhere in between, it's the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have you found your element. So I actually can look and go, you are in your element because it is so authentic. I cannot wait to see what you do.
Oh, thank you guys.
I just think that the angle that you take with your magic, the fact that you're doing tricks that involve your family and
stories
people, and people that you love, that is what America loves.
Yeah. Thank you guys. No, seriously, it really means a lot, and it's really encouraging because it's like, obviously, you care about family more than anything else. You want to make a living. You want to do the things you love, and so to see the culmination of all these things kind of coming together and to hear feedback like that, it means the world to me because I don't ever want to, at the end of the day, I don't ever want to do something and then feel like people were like, oh, that guy's cool. Like, I want people to feel inspired and challenged and encouraged. I want the things that I do to be bigger than myself. And so, hearing that feedback really does mean the world to me. So thank you guys.
Of course. Well, we are going to be watching on the sidelines. Kill it out there. So excited.
I'm so excited. Good luck.
See you later, Dustin.
Thank you. Later, guys.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? Well, I think you should hit the subscribe button down below and then we can talk.
We'll be right back.